Stephen, what are you doing?
All just getting fat and sassy.
Look at that. He didn't bring enough for everybody, just him. Can you believe that?
No, big guy number one brought this to me yesterday.
Big guy number one. Which one's that one? The biggest one?
Fluffy.
Oh, Tiny. Oh, well, ain't that sweet. Thank you, Tiny.
He's trying to make up.
And then there's this guy,
He's trying to make up what he's done.
AKA big guy, that ain't such big.
Big guy no more.
Hey, he's little compared. He's a little guy now.
I'm a little guy now.
Y'all ain't seen.
Y'all ain't seen the big guy.
No, y'all ain't seen big guys yet. I don't even know if I can put them on camera or not. They could be America's Most Wanted. I don't know. So, not sure if I can do it or not. You know how people are this day and time. Look at what you got going on over here, Stephen. Look at this. Got big slings there, big slings there. I seen big slings everywhere except at the customers. Need to be in the customers' hands, don't they? Look, we got piles back here too. We got piles everywhere. Look. I put me a new light up over here the other day.
He's probably flickering now.
Probably. Girl couldn't see. I couldn't see. I hadn't been able to see over there in years, and I just now decided to put a light up. Is that right?
Yeah.
See what else we got going on around here. Pile of work there. Look at that. Piles of work here. Piles of work there. Through there, got piles of work in there. Got stuff everywhere. Load cell went out on my test bed. I'm limping along on that one. It's getting me by. New one won't be in until March. You believe that? I done had it on order for 3 months already. We limping it along. I had to turn the auto zero on my test bed so it'd start reading correctly. It's calibrated, don't worry, but it's not right as far as working. Pile of slings right there. Spool of wire. Got about 850 feet to hand measure of some 7/8. Well, say they. I ain't. My shoulder still hurt. Got all this cable laid slings to do. Got a pile of it laying back here. Got cut, ready to do. I think that'll be worked on this weekend, I think. What else we got? I'll make another set of bushings. That's my old set. Is that my old set or that's my old ones? I still can't believe this clock. I've had that thing. That clock's been here for 26 years. We've been using it for 26 years. I think it was made in 1968, or not 1968, made in the 60s, I think. Might have been 50s, I don't know. Looks more like a 60s model to me. Probably the third time the guys ever used it, done broke the handle off of it.
6 weeks.
Ain't been here 6 weeks and done broke the handle off of it. So these right here, see, they brand new. They brought back for repair. Said they dropped a load. I said, well, how much weight did you have on it? They didn't. You got a clamp like that, you got to have 10% of the load on it to make it grip. They didn't. They needed at least 1,200 pounds on it to work. They didn't. Nobody reads anything, they just use it. Now, y'all ain't met this fella. That's another new one I got. Now, his name is Vincent. Now, he's doing one hell of a job, too. Ain't that right? Hey, Vincent.
Keep it pushing.
Yep.
We stitching it up.
He's
That's
stitching.
what we do.
He's stitching. Look, I mean, he getting her done, too. I can't keep, he about to break me. He wants to work all this overtime. I don't know if I can afford to pay him that kind of much overtime.
You got work needs to be done.
Oh, you're right. Got work needs to be done.
Take the money. We got to get to the money too.
Yeah, I know it. We got to get her done.
But we gonna keep it right.
Yeah. I got a good attitude. I like it. So every now and then, I just like to let the YouTubers out there know, make them think that I'm the only one that ever does anything. So I had to come out here and do something every now and then, put it on camera, you know.
Oh, I know you don't pay me to stand here and look for it.
What? All right. Bear in a minute. Because I'm on camera. And of course, Tiny, he likes to stand around and watch me, so I thought I'd entertain him. I'll be up here in about 4 minutes. I can't do nothing without anybody interrupting me when I'm on camera. Don't nobody ever talk to me until I'm on camera. Then everybody and their brother wants to talk to me. I figured you would. I'll be over there to answer them in a minute. There you go.
Thank you, sir.
It's that easy. What you doing, Chuck?
Pulling up some wire. How about you?
Did we have another emergency?
Another emergency?
How many emergencies have we had today?
I lost count.
And that's including this one right here.
I ain't got my shoes off.
Yep, you hear them. Y'all hear them turn that radio on? They don't realize I'm still over here filming. But I think we can get by with this one because I'm talking over the top of it. So I don't think we'll get hit up with copyright infringements right now. Do you? I think we'll be all right myself. Where did Steven go? Steven's back here in his hole. This is where he hides at, where nobody knows what he's doing. So, what do we have here? If y'all notice, this has got 1/2 inch chain on it, but yet it has 3/8 hammer locks. Customer wanted it this way to have a little extra protection when he's picking up steel coils. It's rare that you ever see this. Even though it's got 1/2 inch chain on it, it's still rated to a 3/8 chain sling. 8,800 pound instead of 15,000. So, just wanted to show y'all that. That was kind of an oddball one. So don't never go and look at the chain and say, oh yeah, that's 15,000. You gotta check for the smallest components to make sure that you don't overload the chain sling. Now I had a customer that just bought 2 1 3/8 shackles. And these are blue ones here. These right here are 13.5 ton. They're nice shackles. I don't like the fact that they leave these threads right here. You gotta be careful putting web slings on there, it will cut them. These are made in USA. I say it right there, USA. Now, something I found out the other day, and I should have known this, but I didn't. Like I said, you learn something new every day. But Crosby, excellent shackle. Don't get me wrong. I'm not bashing Crosby or anything. They make a good product. People want it because made in USA. Not all of them, so be careful saying made in USA, because if you look on some of their shackles, you don't see it very often, but you'll see an F on there or something like that, which means they're made in France. So they do make them in different countries. I think when they get behind in the US, they'll make them overseas. Now, I ain't saying they make them in China or nothing like that. Anything coming out of France is really good. But just remember, not all things are made in the USA. Even though you think they are, they're not. So pay attention to what you're buying. But keep on buying them Crosby shackles. They are good shackles, and so are these. These are good shackles. There are some things that I would change on them. I'm feeling right here some really sharp edges where this pin is drilled. The hole is drilled for the pin. I would clean those up if I was a shackle manufacturer. I would not leave these threads right here if I were a shackle manufacturer. CM has corrected that, and I think Crosby's corrected that now too, but I just wanted to point out a few things, and I'm not knocking these shackles. Don't get me wrong. We sell them. They're great shackles. But you got to watch them with synthetics. So just remember that. Tip of the day, I guess you could say. So how y'all like this thing here? I'm talking about this, not this, that. Y'all, yeah. So what this is, and I may have put this in another video, but this has got these rings on each end, or each side at the ends. This is a fire hydrant lifting sling. So you screw the caps off the fire hydrant. You put these on both sides of it because you know there's a cap on both sides. And you screw the caps back on and make the lift. It's a very safe way to do that. And I sold this to the city. Can't remember which city I sold it to. I should know, but I can't remember right off the top of my head. But anyway, right there. Made in the USA. Shackles are made in Holland. This is a P-Wag chain made in Austria. So, man, this thing's made all over the place. But only made out of the best materials. Van Beest shackles, green pin. So, y'all ever need to pick up fire hydrants, that's what you need. I can take care of that for you. So what I have here is a Lincoln lever hoist. Cable come along. I think this one is, yeah, this is 4,000 double line, 2,000 single line. Just look at the quality of this thing. Look at this. Look at that. Some of you may be looking at this going, oh, that's a lug all. Yeah. When you look at a lug all, at one point you had to realize who made that lug all? Well, Lincoln Hoist is the one that made it. And then lug all started making their own. Now, lug all parts and linking parts are pretty much interchangeable, same parts. I used to sell the lug all, not knocking lug all, great hoist, but I chose to continue buying from Lincoln Hoist and pulled away from the lug all because I wanted to support the original people that was making them for them. And they got very good customer service. They've always treated me well. And that's the people who I deal with that treat me well. I know I'm the little guy, but if you don't like dealing with the little guy, then you ain't the vendor for me. Move on down the road. That's the way I am. So I appreciate the vendors that I have, and I'll continue dealing with them. As long as they treat me right, I'll treat them right. And and this is one outfit here that does, and they'll do special stuff on them. You can get all different types of hooks. They do make the lineman strap hoist. Excellent hoist. Got the, I'd say, I don't know, 1.25 inch straps on them, something like that. I can't remember the size, 1.5 inches, somewhere around in there. But I mean, you can get locking style hooks. You push the button and open up. On these hoists, the colors represent the capacity of the hoist. There's yellow, red, I think there's blue, and the colors mean something. So, yeah, these are just excellent. The parts are machined well. I don't have anything bad to say. Now, I have had people say, oh, we don't like these hoists here. We always bend the handle. Well, One thing is, you may have bent the handle because you was trying to overload the hoist. Put a cheater bar on it and bent the handle. These handles have a dimple right there. It is put in there for a reason. When you bend that handle, it's overloading. So it's supposed to do that. So remember that next time you use the hoist. And don't cut a pipe off and stick on there because you keep bending the handle. What can happen if you're up in the air or on something and you're cranking down on this thing and you break something off, you're liable to go flying off the ladder or whatever. At least this way you still got hold on to it when it bends and you hopefully won't come off the ladder, if that makes any sense. But Lincoln Hoist, we sell them, and we're glad to sell you one too. So don't forget about me. Now right here, this is an 1 1/8" sliding choker hook. Working load limit on this is 23,000 pounds. And how this works, see hole there, got an 1 1/8" or 1 1/4" cable with a standard eye each end. Well, there'll be an eye on this side, the cable runs through it, an eye on this side. And this slides up and down the body. So you just take the eye around, slap it in the hook, and choke around your load. Once again, made in the USA. Now, originally this was Nuco. Nuco was an excellent product. Matter of fact, I still have their book over there that I look in all the time to get references out of. But got bought out by Muncie Industries, and I'm glad somebody carried it on because they make a good product, and Muncie's done well with it. And that's why it's blue. They used to be gold. Now they paint them blue, and they've been a good vendor also. They've supported us, and we've supported them. So way to go, Muncie. And they have a lot of other stuff. They sell buttons and threaded studs and sockets and web sling shackles. They got a little bit of everything. So it's another great USA company.